Hey guys, Danica Ferrante here from mybeautyscraps.com. I have been not so patiently waiting for this month's paper pumpkin kit to arrive. Look how cute it is. So it's a special edition. So it's in a different colored box this month, and it has May Your Days Be Merry and Bright on the side. And this side has a little clue to what is inside. I cannot wait to open it up. I must admit, my kit took longer than normal to get to me this month. So I have seen other people opening their paper pumpkin boxes, and I have been jealous that mine isn't here yet. But I have gotten a peek at what is coming. So let's see what is included. We get 2 ink pads this month. So we get Pear Pizzazz and Dapper Denim. I love that blue color for the holidays. And this stamp set is so cute. So it has some really delicate sentiments. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, with wishes for a beautiful season. And may your days be merry and bright. And there's some little snowflakes too. A really cute stamp set. Let's get this box out of the way, all wrapped up like a pretty present. And this is the kit this month. So it's for November 2016. It's called Wonderful Winterland. And everything is included to create these 8 different cards, which are adorable. Oh, they're so cute. So let's see what comes shrink wrapped in here. So everything is included to make the 8 cards with full instructions, but you guys know I like to think outside of the box a little bit and come up with some alternate designs. So I am excited to do that. Let's see. Oh, we have some really pretty baker's twine included too. And here's the instruction sheet. So let's just look at this baker's twine for a minute. So pretty. So there's like a metallic silver thread through a white twine, and I like that it's on that round roll so it doesn't get any kinks in it. And we've got some glue dots, some really pretty white sequins, some very mini Stampin' Dimensionals, and then very tiny little cards this month. So let me see, what cards do I have close to me? I have a card on my desk that's part of my card class going on right now, so I have a separate video up for that. But here you can see this is a standard card size, and then this is the card size included in the kit this month. So it's a really cute little tiny card. And then there's 8 bases for those, with 8 coordinating Dapper Denim envelopes included. These are really cute. I like that they have a nice place there for you to write your address. You don't need any special pens. And they're also blue on the inside. And then we have all of these very intricate punch outs. So you have 4 sheets of them. So you're going to get 8 to do your 8 cards, but see those little houses and the trees? So that's 1 layer. And then the next layer included is 1 house on a hillside. And then the 3rd layer is little trees on a hill. So they all stack up together. And then we also get 8 sheets of vellum. So I'm very excited to play around with this month's kit. So these kits are really perfect for beginners because you get full instructions inside, but they're also great for experienced crafters if you have a lot of other supplies on hand that you can mix in with your kits and create some other fun projects. So I'm going to get to crafting, and I'll be right back to share with you what I came up with. Oh my gosh, this kit is so fun. So I started off by making one of the cards as it was designed. Look how cute that is. The only thing I really did differently was I stamped those little snowflakes more than just the 3 times that the instructions showed, and I just kind of covered the background with it before putting the vellum over it. And I didn't add the baker's twine. I don't know if it's just me or if any of you are like this too. I really don't like it when the baker's twine or ribbon goes inside the card. I don't know why. It's just a weird thing I have. So I left the baker's twine off of the card. Otherwise, pretty much as designed. But the card that I want to show you guys how to make is this one. So this is my first alternate idea for the kit. It uses the same layout, but it kind of stretches it to make a full-size card. So here's that little card that came with the kit, and here you can see it kind of adapted to make a standard 5.5 by 4.25 inch card. So let me show you how I created it. I started off grabbing just a couple things from my stash. I grabbed a piece of Whisper White and cut it in half to make this card base, and also a piece of vellum that I just cut into quarters so it layers perfectly on top. And I want to do the snowflake stamping first. So we got the mini Dapper Denim ink pad in the kit. I'm just going to use my full-size pad today. And to cover the background with the snowflakes, I stamped off 3 times. So I stamped the snowflakes 3 times without re-inking it. And you don't need to worry about covering the whole card because we're going to be covering up the bottom. So I just kind of did the top 2/3. And I just kept going, stamping 1, 2, 3, and then re-inking. And then I didn't really pay too much attention, except I did try to not lay the darkest one down right next to another one, if that makes sense. Just so there didn't end up being like one area that was really dark and heavy, but it doesn't matter too much. We are putting vellum over this, so you're really not gonna notice it. You don't have to worry about it being perfect. All right, so that's good enough for that. And the other stamping we're doing is on the bottom piece. So to create that snowbank there on the bottom, I just cut a piece of Whisper White cardstock so that it was 5.5 inches wide, and I just started ripping. I didn't really measure. And it's going to be different every time. I would say to kind of go a little larger at first because you can always make it smaller. So here you can see that's a little bit big. I'm just going to make it a little smaller and make it a little more regular. It's a little too straight there in the middle for me. And a little tip too, if you saw I was tearing it toward me, and that's going to give you that rougher edge on the top. See how the piece that we're using has that rougher edge, and then the piece that I'm taking away, it looks a little smoother. So rip it toward you if you want that rougher look. And the stamping I'm going to do on the bottom, I'm going to use lots of the stamps from the kit. I love that we got the little houses and the little trees. So I put both houses on this block. So I'm going to use one on one side and the other on the other side. and you're just creating a little scene. So I didn't put them all in a row. I did kind of stagger them a little bit so it looks like some are further away. So these are in the Dapper Denim again. Oops. There we go. And then we're gonna do the trees in Pear Pizzazz. So we got that mini ink pad in the kit. I'm just gonna use the full size one. And I'm gonna use the stamp of the double trees that we got in the kit. And I'm gonna stamp that twice. I'm gonna put it next to the houses on the left, and then I'm gonna stamp it all the way on the right. I'm gonna put another little house over there. I'm going to use the smaller house next to those trees. And then I'm going to use that really pretty, delicate Merry Christmas sentiment. And that's going to overlap those green trees just a little. It's funny, I loved the card design so much in the kit that I kind of had trouble for a minute thinking of alternate ideas, and now they're just swirling around in my head. But the first thing I thought to do was how to adapt it to make it a traditional size card, because that is the size I make most of the time. All right, so that is actually all of our stamping. So the next thing I wanted to do was adhere my vellum piece onto my card base. So I'm actually just going to run some of my snail adhesive along the bottom and put the vellum right on top. And I'm not going to worry at all about it flopping around on the top. I'm going to show you how to fix that later without the use of the baker's twine. And then I'm going to pop out the scenes that I'm going to use. So the card as its design actually uses 3 layers, and we're just going to use 2 today. So we're going to use that as the background. And this one over top of it. So when you're deciding where this one is going to go, you just want to pay attention to where this one is going to go, because you want to make sure that that hill covers up that point there, so you can't tell that this piece just kind of ends and it doesn't stretch across the whole thing. We're creating the illusion that it does. So I'm going to use my grid paper to guide so I don't have to measure. So on this grid line is where I'm going to line up the top of that house, and I'm just going to adhere that down with my snail adhesive again. And put this right up against the edge. And then I'm going to put the next layer down using dimensionals, and I'm just going to use full-size dimensionals for this. I know we got those cute mini ones in the kit, but I'll save those for when I need them more. Because these full-size ones will work just fine. And put that down so it's right up against the edge there. And then we're going to put our bottom piece down with dimensionals too. I'm going to put them right along the bottom edge. As long as these are on your bottom edge and not going onto this piece, you don't even have to double any of them up. if you see what I mean. Just putting them on the bottom is going to leave this layer flush with that other layer you popped up. But if you want this to be up higher than the layer with the one house, you're going to want to double up your bottom dimensionals and then make sure you put one of each toward the top. But I'm just going to put this down so it lays flat across the top. All right, now how do we solve the problem of this flopping around? Well, I'm gonna take some of, where are they? The little glue dots we got in the kit. And I'm gonna put them in between the card base and the vellum. Oops. And when I created my example card, it was actually my idea to then hide these with sequins. But when I did it, I had a hard time even seeing where they were. So if you don't want to add any sequins, or you didn't have sequins left over from your kit after you made your other cards, you could just do that. You can look really closely there. And you really cannot even see where they are. They're really hidden because of that snowflake pattern, I think. But I still wanted to add my sequins, so I kind of had to feel around to see where they were. And then I put just another glue dot on top. And then we'll just squish a sequin into each one of those glue dots. This kit is just so cute. It reminds me of the Jingle All the Way edgelets, I think they were called. Edgelets from last year's holiday catalog. I loved those so much. It's really, really similar. So here's my first alternate idea. I hope you guys like it. Please subscribe to my channel for more alternate ideas from paper pumpkin kits and lots of other fun crafty videos. I'm starting my December daily right now. I'm very excited about that. And in my next alternate idea, I have a really fun giveaway announcement, you guys. So stay tuned and I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much for watching today. Bye.